I love it. She said, "Are we properly distanced?" I said, "Oh, you work in the industry.
A little too close.
It's like every single thing we do in Atlanta, everyone's like, a little bit further, a little bit further. Okay, you're good to go now."
But why did he take off the jacket?
I know. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're like, I gotta take care of the people. You know?
I liked that jacket.
I'll make sure I hold on to it later. Megan, here's what I love about you. You are truly the definition of what so many creatives in this room as well as abroad is like, and that is that you have more than just one occupation, more than one just job description. So much on the plate, some would say. But tell us a little bit about what your life looks like, a day in the life.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody. Hello. It is wonderful to be with you all. Oftentimes, people give me the reaction of, what on earth is a secular entertainment reporter doing in a conference like this? But as a little girl, as I studied the Bible, and I saw Daniel, and I saw Moses, and I saw Noah, not necessarily know how it was all going to work out, but what did God tell them? Just go, and in those moments, I will tell you what to say and what to do. And that's truly how I kind of began my journey. Maybe some of you can relate that all of a sudden you were told one day to do something, right? Just go ahead and plug in this. I need assistance in this technical area, microphones, communication, whatever. I feel like sometimes in our industry, we just stumble into it. And that is my story, just somebody that had dreams to create truly and tell stories and glorify the Lord and just see where he would take me. I believe that as Christians, if we want to change culture, we have to engage directly with culture and do it with excellence. I'm here this morning to tell you I am very aware of the fact that I am nothing special. But there have been times when I've had a seat at the table in a room where very important decisions were made. And as a Christian, I think we've got to raise our hands and offer up answers and ideas and opportunities. And I have plenty of stories where I was the only person in a secular setting in New York City who had ever seen a movie that was a Christian film or ever read a book. And my personal belief is that I don't think there's a grand scheme or a grand plan in the world to keep faith out of culture. I just don't think we have enough Christians that take their seat at the table. And you all have taken your seat at the table. And I just want to say thank you. We never know who we're going to meet. We never know what's around the corner. Sometimes we feel discouraged and maybe that we're not doing anything of importance or we're not maybe, doing as much as we feel that we should do in the world as believers. But I think that is dismissing all that God can do and not looking to him to provide those small opportunities or big opportunities. So that was a really long answer.
No, I love that though.
But that is my passion, is that as believers, we will just seize every moment for the Lord. The Bible is full of those stories.
I'll say this as someone who gets a chance to walk through churches, but in my Monday through Thursday walks through Trilla Studios down in Atlanta. So I'm working with a lot of entertainers, writers, creators, and things like that. You're 100% right. The opportunities we get on the sidewalks beyond stages is so imperative to saying, what kind of light are you? And this matters just as much, at times even more, depending if God's whispering that. So I love this though. Faith in Spotlight, which is the book you wrote, you really talked about this idea of having no compromise in an industry that has immense pressure on talent to compromise. So tell us a little bit about what that journey has been like for you.
Sure. Well, I attended Christian school my whole life, K through 12. I attended a Christian college and realized when I finally got on set one day that I had learned all of the practical skills. I was prepared in terms of the equipment and the scene and how to go into that moment, but I'd never really thought as a believer about what decision I was gonna make when it really mattered. And so when I talk to young people, I say, if at all possible, determine who you are before you get into your chosen industry, whatever that is. And a quick story, I went to a small Christian college in Santa Barbara, California, didn't even have a communications department, so I was a political science major and just begged for free internships everywhere I could to just learn and glean from people far wiser than me. But I saved my pennies and I took one voice lesson with, at the time, Beyonce's vocal coach. It was actually Destiny's Child, so we're going back a little bit. Yeah, that's right. But I just wanted to be in the room with this woman. I was told if you want to achieve in the world, be around people far smarter than you, right? And just hope that a little bit will rub off on you. And I was just singing for her and she stopped and she looked at me and she said, well, Megan, who are you? Who are you in this world? Who are you going to be in this industry? Who is Megan Alexander? And I looked at her as a 20-something and I said, well, I have no idea. I thought you would help me with that. And she looked at me and she said, Megan, no. She said, we can't tell you who you are. You need to determine who you are. Because if you don't, somebody else will decide for you. And one day you may wake up, look in the mirror, and not be crazy about what you see. Think about how many people have achieved so much in our world and then they've crashed and burned. Did they ever really know who they were? So as a believer, I try to just tell the young people, just start writing out a mission statement.